Hey everyone, welcome to another ASP instructional video, and in this video I would like to run through the switch assignments using the plain Turnigy 9X. Okay, it's the 9X, the old model, or the 9XR. They're both basically the same radio, just different boxes, so all the switches are the same. Bit tongue-tied this afternoon for some reason, so let's see how we go. Okie dokie. Now, of course, with these proper systems, first thing you need to do is turn your radio on. Now, I think with the lighting, it's going to be a bit hard. This is a bit bright, so it's going to be a bit hard to see what's going on the display screen here. But anyway, once you've got your radio on, you then turn ASP on, or your tank on. If I can find the switch, here we go. There we go. She's on. Various lights will flash. Headlight will stay on. Okay, now we've got it running in IR mode. There is the Mako just finishing up. Okay, now you would have heard, there's the headlight flashing to tell you it's ready to turn on. Now you would have heard some intro music and then the voice prompt to tell you that the unit's ready to turn on. If you don't like any of those, again, all the sounds on ASP are completely changeable. You can change them out with your own sounds, but it's a good idea to have something playing on module A and B so that you know that your sound card is working when you turn your tank on. So anyway, since our headlight is flashing happily there, we're ready to turn the tank on. Now, there's 4 different startup sounds you have for ASP, and they're all on channel 5, and then we've assigned them a bit differently to the Pro. Somehow I'll keep referring back to the Pro because I made that video first, but you should probably watch this video first, not the Pro video. Anyhow, up on this switch gives you plus 100%. Down on this switch gives you minus 100% on channel 5. Down on this switch is plus 50% channel 5, and down on this switch is minus 50% on channel 5. So sound 1 up, sound 2 down, sound 3 down, and sound 4 down. Okay, so let's pick another. Normally I like to, the procedure is that your shortest startup sound should be stored in sound bank 1. Sound position 4. Okay, again, repeat, your shortest startup sound should be in position 4. So we'll use that one. So we'll just go down and the unit should start up. Once your unit starts up and gets into the idle, your smoke machine will start going. To turn your smoke machine off, but once it's running, all these switches are now revert into the normal switch mode. Okay, so turn the smoke machine off, it's just down. And of course, to turn it back on again, you just toggle that switch. Okay, so we'll have it off. To toggle your headlight on and off, you use this switch here, minus 100%, sorry, and headlight back on again. Very simple. And I've got connected up an auxiliary light, a nice blue LED, if I can find where it's run off to. To toggle, if you've got like a Notec or something like that attached to your tank, to toggle that on and off, we use this switch here. Okay, so that's your auxiliary light control there. So they're all operating on channel 5 in operation. Right, so we'll run through here now. Once your tank is running, you've got an option just to switch off the motor. I think I've shown you this in another video. To do that, you just quickly toggle the this switch plus 100% up and back, and your tank will turn off. Now your tank is functional. All the guns will work. Okay, actually we'll throw those up now. Machine gun 1 is assigned to the back switch here. Not that switch, this is a machine gun 1. Okay, machine gun 2, which I do have connected up. I do have 2, but I'm sure you've seen a red flashing LED before. That is on here. So machine gun 2. Okie dokie. So there are machine guns, machine gun 1, machine gun 2. Cannon is assigned over here to the back switch. Can we push that up? Okay, we have our cannon fire. Of course, if you have you can attach a flash unit, and that will work. You can also attach, because it is running in IR mode, you can also attach your recoil servo with the servo board, and you'll watch that work. That was a bit clinky, that one. Try that again. That's better. There we go. So that's your recoil servo. You can also have attached to ASP one of these recoil boards. So there's a connection on it. You just simply modify the lead to a 3-pin JST. There'll be instructions on how to do that. Now this is going to be a bit tight, so that just fits into a connection back here on ASP. So I'll just stick him in there. There we go. Can we see him there? There we go. And we'll just fire. And so you've got support for that style of recoil as well. That's your Tamiya style. The Tamiya recoils will work like that as well. Okay, so the only other thing we need to talk about now is our sounds. Okay, now our sound switches, because there's not as many switches on the Plane 9X as they are on, say, the Tyrannus or the Pro version. You have a limited range of sounds that you can trigger. Okay, so triggering of the sounds is done with this switch here. Okay, that one there. Now you can rotate this knob to select the sound bank. Okay, so if we rotate this knob pot all the way back here and then trigger a sound. Okay, we've got some radio noise. Flick the switch all the way back over to this position. Flick the switch. And you've got the Panzerlied song. Okay. Now, you don't have just 2 sounds you can trigger. There's actually 4 sounds. So every time you trigger that, ASP is looking for 4 sounds in that bank, and they'll randomly play one. So if we stop that and try again, it should play another different version. Well, chances are it will play a different version. Oh, there we go. 1 in 4. See? So as you can see, you know, it does find a different song and will eventually play it. And turn that off again. Same thing with when you rotate over here. There's 4 lots of radio noise. They all sound the same, but there are 4 different radio sounds. Okay. If your engine is actually on, so let's turn our engine on. So to do that, because remember we've just turned our engine off, you just simply flick that switch back up again. You can't go back to these switches because they're operating, you know, well, your lights. So up there will turn your engine back on. Okay, let's turn our smoke machine off again. Now, going back to our sound trigger, because our motor is on, okay, that still plays Panzerlied song. But when we rotate it over here, because our engine is on, it will play our rev noise. So even with the limited amount of switching available with the 9X, you know, just a little bit of combinations of things, you've actually got access to quite a few of the user sounds. So that's the user sounds. I think the only thing left to show you, I think I've run through just about everything. We won't run through the firing of the IR system, because I did that on the Pro. If you wanted to see that in action, there we go. But we will. What I didn't do with the Pro version, we'll show you how to shut the tank down. So we'll do that now. To shut the tank down, remember it's a short toggle just to turn the engine off. To turn the tank off completely, just leave it in the up position, okay, until the engine shuts down, and that will restart your tank. As you see, Mako has gone back into programming mode. The intro music has started up, and when Mako finishes, your ready to go sound is back on, and so too is your flashing headlight.